Welcome back to Drive X. You know, every time Chevy drops a new Camaro, the world stops for a second. It's like one of those cars that just doesn't sneak into the spotlight, it storms in, grabs the mic, and says, "Yeah, I'm still here, and I'm still a legend." And the 2026 Camaro. Man, let me tell you, this one feels different. It feels like Chevy has taken all the history, all the passion, and all the muscle car DNA, and then just injected it with the future. Now, the first thing that hits you when you lay eyes on it is the design. It's aggressive, no doubt, but not in a way that screams over the top. It's sharper, sleeker, and a lot more aerodynamic than its predecessor. The lines cut across the body like they were sculpted by wind itself. That front end low, wide, and menacing looks like it's daring you to step aside because it's not slowing down for anyone. The LED lighting setup is pure drama, with razor-thin headlights that make the car look alive at night. Walk around to the back, and you'll see those quad exhaust tips framed by a rear diffuser that's all business, with taillights that look like they're squinting at you in confidence. It's the kind of car that makes you turn your head twice even if you're not a car enthusiast. Step inside, and it's a whole new story. Camaros have always had that cockpit-like vibe, but the 2026 model really leans into it. You sit low, you feel snug, and it instantly gives you that sense of control. The interior has been leveled up with a lot of premium touches, soft touch materials, new stitching details, and a dash layout that feels futuristic but still driver-focused. The digital cluster is crisp and customizable, so you can set it up to show off whatever gets you hyped, whether it's the speedometer front and center, or performance stats when you're really pushing it. Then there's the massive infotainment screen in the middle. It's quick, it's intuitive, and thankfully, Chevy has kept physical buttons for the essentials, because let's be real, nobody wants to fumble through menus just to adjust the AC when you're cruising. And the tech, it's packed. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a head-up display that feels straight out of a fighter jet, and even a new voice assistant that actually understands what you're saying. The seats, supportive but comfortable, with enough bolstering to keep you in place when the G-forces kick in. Plus, if you opt for the higher trims, you get this sweet mix of leather and suede with contrast stitching that makes the cabin feel way more upscale than you'd expect from a muscle car. But let's get to what really matters, the heart of the beast. Chevy knows Camaro fans live for that engine rumble, and they haven't forgotten that. The 2026 Camaro comes with a range of powertrains, starting with a turbocharged 4-cylinder for the entry crowd, but the real stars are the V6 and, of course, the legendary V8. That V8, it's still thunderous, still raw, but now it's paired with modern tweaks for efficiency. And here's where it gets wild: Chevy has also introduced a hybrid setup for the Camaro. Yeah, you heard that right. The idea is simple: more torque, instant response, and a shot of electrified adrenaline to go along with that classic roar. Step on it, and the car launches like it's got something to prove, blending the rumble of gas power with the smooth punch of electric assist. It feels futuristic without losing its soul. Behind the wheel, it's tighter, sharper, more connected than ever. The steering has been fine-tuned, the suspension balances daily comfort with track day aggression, and if you put it into sport mode, the whole car just wakes up. You can hear the exhaust open up, the throttle gets sharper, and suddenly, you're not just driving, you're experiencing something. Of course, Chevy hasn't ignored safety. The 2026 Camaro is loaded with smart systems. Adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, it's got the works. But what makes it special is that all this tech doesn't feel intrusive. It's there when you need it, invisible when you don't. And with the new 360-degree camera system, parking a car this bold is way less intimidating. Now, price. Chevy has been clever here. The base trims keep the Camaro accessible, starting in the low to mid $30,000 range, while the higher trims with the V8s and hybrid powertrains climb into the $50,000s and beyond. But honestly, when you stack it against rivals like the Mustang or even some European sport coupes, the Camaro gives you a whole lot of bang for your buck. Compared to the outgoing model, the 2026 Camaro feels more refined and more forward-looking. The older versions were pure muscle, raw and loud, but this one blends that heritage with modern finesse. Against rivals, well, Mustang went all in on electric. Dodge is leaning heavy into EVs too. The Camaro stands out because it's straddling the line, keeping the V8 alive for purists, while also embracing electrification for the future. It's like Chevy is saying, yeah, we respect tradition, but we're not afraid to evolve. And honestly, that's what makes this car so exciting. It's not just a machine, it's a statement. You can picture yourself rolling up in one, the sound bouncing off the walls, people turning their heads, some smiling, some jealous, but everyone acknowledging that presence. Or maybe you imagine yourself on a late-night highway, the dash glowing, the exhaust rumbling, and that pure feeling of freedom that only a car like this can give. So, if you're into cars that carry history on their shoulders but are still hungry for tomorrow, the 2026 Camaro might just be the one calling your name. Because this isn't just about driving. This is about passion, legacy, and the thrill that comes with pressing that start button and knowing you're about to experience something legendary.